Patrik, Geneva Watch Days 2025, Favre Leuba is introducing a new collection, the Chief Skeleton Collection. Can you tell us more about these watches? I see 7 references.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to start a bit earlier. You know, we relaunched the brand 1 year ago.
Yes.
So it has been a 1-year journey so far. And one of the 3 collections which we introduced is the Chief Collection. Cushion shape, which is based on a design from 1970, a chronograph which was equipped with a movement from Malju. So we took that inspiration for the design of the case and we developed it further now over the last year and are introducing now 7 reference numbers with Chief Skeleton. The beauty, of course, is we opened it up. I think it's also a trend which we see in the market today. We decided to come up with 2 base designs. One of them with a black chrome DLC movement and the other one with a gold chrome DLC movement. So these are really the differences. And then we played with different colors and with different elements of the rail, of the ring. And that really makes it easy also to choose or to decide if you want to wear it on a black strap or a brown strap or whatever it is.
I was just testing one of the watches and trying them on, take a few pictures. One thing that really immediately stood out is how comfortable the case and the rubber bracelet are. It's very well done.
This is a bit the problem because when you look at it on a picture, it doesn't do it justice. You really put it on the wrist. And me, I always refer to the cushion shape in that instance. It's like a second skin. It wears really comfortable.
It really does, yeah.
Then, of course, it's certain details because everything we do, we said from the beginning, has to be wearable. And when you look, for example, at the very large or big crown, it makes it easy to set the time, makes it easy to wind. So this is part, for me, wearability. The details on the movement are extraordinary. It took us a long time until we had the bridges the way we wanted it.
There's many details that I see that I really like, and often with many skeletonized watches, I have the feeling that they just skeletonize and stop there.
No, we went through many designs. And one of the design aspects which we always try to be putting in is the hourglass. The hourglass is the emblem of Favre Leuba. And you will see some indications of the hourglass throughout the skeletonized movement. Details, of course, are in the finishing. The dial, or the rayon, as you would call it in this particular version, are all applied. They have the faceted polish. They have polished and brushed facets throughout the case, throughout the movements, and throughout the indexes. The detail is really in the polishing and in the finishing.
But I also see that some parts that are usually brass colored, they are now steel colored, or maybe made in steel, I don't know.
It is, certain parts are made in steel, of course, the base is brass. If you take the main bridge, which we have over the escapement, that of course is steel.
Yeah, needs a certain rigidity, but also here the clutch works.
Well, the clutch works, of course, we wanted it open. We could have also covered it, but we wanted to reveal the functionality.
Yeah.
And the one part in the movement which I really like to look at is at 4 o'clock because it shows the depth.
Yeah.
Even though the case and the movement is actually quite slim, when you look into the movement at 4 o'clock, I see the gear train working and it gives a depth to the movement. I mean, at the end of the day, it's also a play because I think it's the fun of the wearer to see what's happening. And that's really the fun of a skeleton timepiece.
Yeah, actually from a mechanical timepiece in general. It's a very good looking watch. Are you now selling these watches mainly in India, or will it become available to the rest of the world?
What's happening is, and we finally are at the pace now that we can show something and deliver. So these watches will be out in the market within the next 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
You mentioned India is one of our biggest markets far, of course, but those are going to be available throughout the world.
Okay.
And the first shipments are going to go to Japan, the Middle East, Europe, and then India.
That's good. What's the price point of the different pieces?
I can quote you the Swiss franc price. If you look at the stainless steel case, are 3,450 Swiss francs. And when you look at all the variations with an DLC, coated steel case, we are looking at 3,550 Swiss francs. That's the price.
That seems very reasonable for such an elaborate movement.
I think the way to put it is really the price valuation is incredible. So what you get for the price is incredible.
Looks very good. Congratulations on this new collection.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your visit.
Pleasure.
Thank you.